Mamelang, ne guys, in the last short, I was speaking about how it is that I have not prayed for a confirmation concerning whether or not the rapture is happening on the 23rd or the 24th of September. I have utterly and comprehensively, violently, with every bone in my body, with a vehemence and a fervor in my step, written off Joshua as a false prophet already. I have already written him off. No, not because he's from South Africa and I don't honor a prophet in my own backyard. No, not because he's a man and I'm out here picking a bone with these misogynistic randos. No, not because he's my skin tone and black people don't like to see the prosperity of other black people. But only because of the fact that he is just unbiblical. He's unbiblical. I've already unraveled, unpacked in my video. That is up and coming. I don't know when in the world and heaven I'm going to get to share it. If I'm going to get to share it, the rapture might happen before then. If not, then I guess you've gotten this little nitbit as to what I was speaking in there, right? An individual that is very intelligent, you can tell that he's smart, he's studious, he's been all up in the scriptures, and he's been calculating and tabulating and watching a whole bunch of content on the internet, and then one day made a decision to make a phone call to somewhere, and then he trended, and then after trending on Vlad's channel, he then went on to the Saint Twins and trended over there. Now, he's got people all across the world calling him brother, he's got invitations on podcasts across the world, on random Christian channels, and he is being validated and proliferated. And my thing is, listen, proliferate an individual if at all you cannot, prior to their prophecy coming to pass, already debunk him. Some prophecies only get debunked purely because the prophet in question who spoke presumptuously once it came to pass the date and it never happened. But others, you can just write them off purely because of how unbiblical their doctrines are, what it is that their prophecy is. If it goes against God's word, then just write them off altogether. And yet there are so many Christians roaming around on the internet saying that I found no error in Joshua's words. Honey, no, you are trying in a confirmation bias to validate that which he said, because just like Karabo, you are feverishly anticipatory of the returning of the Lord, of your rapture, because this world sucks. I get it. I also want to go. But you don't get to run with somebody and then validate him as a true prophet. Do you understand what I'm saying? Purely because your heart really desires richly for him to be the right deal. No, he is unbiblical. And any studious saint that is Berean can literally tear apart, pick apart, as with an ice pick, everything that he said in his testimony from the very beginning up until the last word that he spoke. If at all you are studious enough, Berean enough, you will recognize that the man went and grabbed the birth of Jesus Christ to basically sound like his own birth. He, long story short, low-key kind of called himself Christ too, right? Because his name is Joshua and that means Jesus, he, etc. And then on top of that, he gave a date for the rapture. Listen, the rapture might happen on that date, and indeed the World Cup might not come in 2026. But the psychic girl in the Acts of the Apostles also accurately predicted what Paul was doing.